everyone, this is going to be my milk rush to gasoline production guide for the upcoming competition happening on September 12th, 2023. The reason I decided to do a milk rush was because milk will be cash boosted, giving 8,000 cash for each milk that you sell instead of the regular 4,000 cash. So that is double the cash from milk, making this much easier to do. So my strategy was I sold all the ponds except for one pond because I'm planning to use that for the gasoline production. I built 2 milk barns close to the river. It's going to be on the 3rd row because that row will have the 3 passive water that is required in order to actually make milk from the milk barns. They also need 8 feed and 1 wood. So I build a couple of meadows next to the milk barns for the cows to feed on. And then the wood is delivered by the lumberjack that I also build, which cuts down all of the trees, gives me the wood required for the milk and also the wood required to build the rest of the buildings. I also build 2 rancher houses at the very beginning in order to actually collect the milk and take it to the storehouse. As soon as I have 10 milk, I put it on auto sell and sell my first batch of milk, accumulating 80,000 cash, which I then use to build 2 more milk barns, a couple more meadows, and that's basically the whole process of milk rush. As soon as I have those 4 milk barns, I start spending some money creating some roads and other buildings that are necessary in order to get energy production going, as well as an oak tree farm in order to collect the oak wood that I will need in order to build the water pumps. At some point, I will need more lumberjacks in order to collect more wood for the milk production, as well as the oak wood that I need for the water pumps. And whenever I have enough cash, I start building my first water pump. After that first water pump is built, then I can build a lumber mill. I'm going to have the passive water drum, but I am going to need to consume 2 energy for every lumber that I make. The first lumber that I make is going to be used in order to make a paved road that will be required for the power plant, and then I'm going to need to collect 10 lumber in order to build the power plant. While I'm collecting cash for the power plant, I also build a fuel storage and a couple of oil pumps to start collecting crude oil. I also add a second worker house in order to have more workers collecting energy and crude oil. As soon as I have the cash for the power plant, that's the first big purchase that I make, as having the power plant will help give me passive energy for the lumber mill, so it's much easier to create lumber. And then I just save up more cash and more lumber to build the second paved road and eventually build the second power plant. After I have both power plants built is when I build the 2 refineries that I need to craft petroleum and gasoline, because I'll have full passive energy production and I won't have to worry about making the energy that I need to make gasoline. Also, when I build the power plants, I make sure to turn them off. I don't want to waste crude oil actually making energy from the power plants. I would be better off actually getting energy from the wind turbines. But that's essentially all there is to it. It's very simple to do this, and I'm only using 5 milk barns to get all the cash that was required in order to get to full passive gasoline production. At this point, it's making about 125 milk per hour, which would net me 1 million cash per hour, which is not bad, but it could be improved upon. So you would want to collect more cash in order to expand your milk production. Simply add 5 or 10 more milk barns, add a bunch more meadows, add a couple ponds if you really need to, and you can get the milk production rate as high as 300 or 400 milk per hour, and that's going to net you between 2.5 million cash to 3 million cash per hour, and that's going to give you all the cash that you need to actually build your baguette build for the competition. I'm also going to have a baguette build showcase coming out pretty soon, so make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on that. If you found this helpful or informative, feel free to like the video and leave a comment. If you want to help support the channel, feel free to check out the links in the description of the video, and as always, I appreciate your support and thank you for watching.